For John Wick fans, we're only a little over a month away from the premiere of this highly anticipated sequel. So can you imagine our joy with the amount of teasers and promo images being dropped left and right? The latest of these is Bill Skarsgard teasing his rivalry with Keanu Reeves in John Wick Chapter 4. Actor Bill Skarsgard, who plays the Marquis de Gramont in the upcoming fourth chapter of the popular action franchise, provided more details about his character. As Keanu Reeves' John Wick battles the High Table, Skarsgard promises to put a stop to him in an exclusive interview with Total Film.
You come from an acting family, and for a kid, acting is like the most appealing job ever. Like, you're 8 years old and you're on a set and your dad's like, your dad is your dad, but like on set, he has like a...
The Marquis, according to Skarsgard, is a young man of unknown ancestry who rose fast through the ranks of the High Table while doing who knows what. The actor sees his character as a former gutter dweller who now enjoys the sparkly outfits he's donning. Additionally, the Marquis serves as the new sheriff, who's been charged with finally ridding John Wick from the globe. The movie may represent an intriguing contrast between the characters, with Wick going up against a High Table member, which will probably be enhanced by the performances of the two actors.
You know, we'd worked together and, you know, on the Matrix trilogy, and now it's their first picture and they have a real vision for it. And I love the project, and so it just added something personal to it.
Skarsgard stated that Wick's age could play a factor in the plot, which his character will fully exploit to murder him, in addition to discussing their rivalry in the future film. The actor claimed that the Marquis is giving John a way out, since he's growing elderly and worn out. But that's not all there is to it. The Marquis' prestige and authority within the High Table would be assured if he ended up being the one to finally kill the Baba Yaga. So he'd practically be the most powerful one out there. When the movie premieres in March, fans will finally get to see Skarsgard completely develop his character, and based on what the actor has divulged thus far, it seems that they're in for a treat as the series makes a victorious comeback to the big screen. Critics gave the first John Wick favorable reviews upon its release in 2014, with many applauding the movie for its slick and fashionable action scenes. Due to the excellent reviews, the second and third installments were created and released in 2017 and 2019 respectively. As a result of the success of the first, the franchise will continue to grow with the eventual release of the next action movie and Ballerina, a spin-off movie starring Ana de Armas. With The Continental, a forthcoming television series that will act as a prequel to the original movie and center on the famed titular hotel, the brand will soon be spreading into the world of television. So yeah, we'll be seeing the debut of a John Wick spin-off on the small screen. On Peacock, the series is anticipated to make its premiere soon. Fans have a lot to look forward to over the next few years, as what began as a tiny film has finally expanded into a multi-platform franchise. So what else is there to look forward to in the upcoming movie? Well, according to Keanu Reeves, John Wick Chapter 4 has the most action and by a good margin. According to Keanu Reeves, John Wick 4 will have more action than ever before, with plenty of shootouts, martial arts duels, and next-level stunt driving. But aren't the three previous John Wick films as action-packed as before?
Maybe I should have. Rules and consequences. Seems like everyone is suffering from the consequences of their actions. And you're not stepping down.
So what makes Chapter 4 so different? The lead actor claimed in an interview with Total Film that John Wick Chapter 4 contains the most action of all the John Wick movies, which is a big claim, and by a good margin since it is a big show. Reeves continued by stating that Chapter 4 presented the hardest physical role of his career, and that it necessitated a significant amount of preparation on his part. Since the movie's reintroducing Kung Fu to the franchise, he noted that he had to perfect a few of the abilities in his toolbox. But probably the most exciting part of the movie is the introduction of many new faces, which we're sure you're well aware of.
To pay for what I've done, I seek a meeting with the one who sits above the table.
Listo.
Donnie Yen, a martial arts legend, joins the cast of John Wick 4 as Kane, an old friend of Wick who fights the same foes as him. Now, Kane will bring his master-level combat abilities to the follow-up, which will improve the action and stunt work even more.
When I got the script, my opening line was, "May the force be with you."
Yeah.
I mean, that is, how cool can that be, right? As an actor, been in business for so long, I never read a line
Even stunt coordinator Scott Rogers sang praises of this martial arts legend. Donnie Yen's a terrific actor who's also a trained fighter. According to Rogers, he's not an actor that you have to train for each individual fight. He has a world-class talent for using his own imagination to improve the choreography. Additionally, his actions make Reeves' moves in their sequence into something very special. According to Reeves, John Wick Chapter 4 is an opus that's crazy and banana cakes to watch. So if these are the attributes you're seeking in a movie, you might want to give the eagerly awaited fourth movie a try when it premieres in theaters on March 24th. In other related John Wick news, more promo images of John Wick show the character in memorable sites across the globe. So yeah, we'd get to see Keanu Reeves fight alongside Donnie Yen. And we also saw him take down a lot of formidable foes. Man practically beat up a lot of A-list Hollywood stars. But you know who else he hasn't faced yet? Michelle Yeoh. Now, this is all theoretical, but hear me out. In addition to 1992's Police Story 3 Super Cop, in which she co-starred with Jackie Chan, 1993's The Heroic Trio, and Ang Lee's 2000 feature Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Michelle Yeoh has a lengthy history with the martial arts subgenre. Yeoh's also collaborated with renowned fight choreographer and Hong Kong director Yuen Woo-ping, who helped create the action scenes for the Matrix trilogy starring Keanu Reeves. And come on, have you not seen her in Everything Everywhere All at Once? Aside from this first-time Oscar nominee,
we'd worked together and, on the Matrix trilogy, and now it's their first picture, and they have a real vision for it. And I love the project, and so it just added something personal to it.
We'd also like to see how Keanu Reeves' character would fare against Charlize Theron. I mean, they've got to introduce the atomic blonde actress in the movie at one point soon. One of the few film scenes in recent years that can equal the John Wick franchise at its most physically brutal is Charlize Theron's fight scene on the stairway in Atomic Blonde. Theron has several links to John Wick as well. She previously acted alongside Reeves in the films Sweet November and The Devil's Advocate. The two even got into a fight as the actress prepared for Atomic Blonde, directed by Stahelski's business partner, David Leitch. And by the way,
and see some of the best characters. I mean, it did 7 seasons of TV. And even though the TV show may not hold up today, the idea of it or the characters they brought in were super cool. So we're trying to come up with a methodology.
Leitch also served as an uncredited co-director on the first John Wick movie. And since they're at it, the creators of John Wick should also sign Wesley Snipes on the spot. Wesley Snipes is a longtime student of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, capoeira, Shotokan karate, and good old-fashioned Bronx street fighting, as the Blade star once put it. Mind you, the man also has a sharp sense of humor, as he recently showed with his unexpected appearance on What We Do in the Shadows. Of course, these are all just our dream cast for the next John Wick film. And since there are many more to come, why not introduce these actors in the first place? As we keep wishing, this has been today's video of Bill Skarsgard teasing his rivalry with Keanu Reeves and John Wick.